Mi sentite? Okay. So please take your seats. We will be starting live on YouTube in 5 minutes. So there's a lot of people waiting. We need to be on time, punctual. Siediti, Antonio. Prego. Benissimo in prima fila. So the meeting will work like this. First of all, thank you for coming. We are doing this meeting after these last 2 months of intensive work. And I think it will be an interesting meeting, not only for us in this room, but really for all of those who will be following online the event. The event will work like this. Daniele Otero and I will be starting the event. There's going to be a welcome from Armando Ballarin, who is the host, so he will be doing a welcome. Immediately after that, I will give a legal statement and the explanation of how legally we proceeded to do the election. I will explain exactly to everybody how the election worked, because there's some people didn't receive the ballot, or there's been, in any case, questions and inquiries. So those will be addressed. Immediately after that, we will do the presentation of the results. And immediately after that, the new board, the candidates who are elected and who are present here, will be coming behind this table. And here starts really the most important part that everybody's been waiting for. Questions and answers about Skal Europe. What is going to happen? What is the future? Well, ask the new board. This will be probably the best thing to do. After that, we will be having the Quality Awards ceremony, and that will be closing the day. So, thank you very much. We will be starting... Che ora è esattamente? Ok. 57. Okay, so we still have 3 minutes. So this is okay. I'll put this down here. Somebody wants to do a statement before the beginning, Antonio? Questo è quello che vedo? Sullo schermo? Sì.
After the election,
No, vogliamo cominciare. Se io parlo adesso sono già online? Quindi quello che vedo qui davanti non è quello che è qua.
è quello che abbiamo dietro, quello che è il risultato.
Ok. He's not sitting here. I know it's a mistake. Come on. No, Franz, please over there.
Okay. Good.
So, good morning to everybody. Good morning to all of the people who are participating into this annual general meeting of Skal Europe. It's the first meeting that we are holding. Thank you for all of those who are here in Venice with us, and thank you especially to all of those who are following us on YouTube. This is a beautiful occasion of many clubs coming together to celebrate this election. there are a lot of interesting and important topics that will be discussed. But first of all, I would like to say why I am sitting at this table and running this assembly. I was nominated after the resignation of the president of Skal Europe. I was nominated facilitator to these elections by the executive committee. The purpose for which I've been nominated was only to run these elections in the most transparent and legal way to enable every club member of Skal Europe to express a vote. We gave the technical contract to an external company to guarantee as much as possible the neutrality of the election. So yes, it's true that we had the possibility to run it directly, but we did not take this road. We used a third party who are professionals, who by the way already ran other Skal international elections. The last one they did was the one for Skal Asia. This process was supervised by Skal international institutions, because the company in Australia who did this job is supervised by Denise Crafton, president of the International Councillors. And on this side in Europe, the Secretariat of Torremolinos, and Daniela Otero is here with us to enforce this situation, has been overlooking the entire process. We sent out mailings to all of the presidents, secretaries, and other officials in the beginning of October, announcing that there would be an election online happening between the 18th and the 20th of October. The reason for which we did it some days before is because if quorum was not met, or if candidates were not elected with an absolute majority, we needed to run a second run, working at simple majority, and which was not necessary in the end. The ballots started going out on the 18th of October, and they were sent 3 times. I read here, so because there's been some inquiries, in particular the vote for Brighton, Sussex and the Channel was sent to the email account present into the database, and it was a successful send. They did send reminders during all of the 2 days, 48 hours of the vote, and basically the election body was run 3 times, so there were a continuous reminding to all of those who hadn't voted yet. Election body enables the possibility to send to again to the people who have not voted. So it's the system that does this. So it was sent 3 times. Personally, I sent out 3 mailings directed to the same audience, and Brighton, Sussex and the Channel, just to give this example because it was recent, did receive the mailings and did open them. So we tried to be as helpful as possible. Many clubs did request during those 48 hours a change of email, a change of delegate, because that was the situation in many cases. We had presidents on holidays, we had email accounts that were bouncing. So every club has received the ballot, and if somebody hasn't received it, regardless from all of this activity, I'm really sorry, I do apologize, but really I think that we couldn't do more than what has been done. So this is, I think, the most important thing to say, because this is how we guarantee that this election has been done well. It's a very democratic vote. Clubs have participated. Thank you very much for all of the national committees, for the presidents of clubs, for all the people who have been helping and contributing to this. Basically, this is what I needed to say. There's still one point. I sent out yesterday morning, I was at 2 hours from my airplane, I sent out a mailing where I wrote down the program of today. We started late due to logistic reasons because all of this setup was not possible to do before. So it was an unexpected issue. So I'm sorry that we didn't start at 9:30 how we had announced on previous emails, but we will try to recover. And the agenda has not changed. So I'm sorry that I didn't use a full phrasing. It was my fault. But what we will be doing today is the following. Armando Ballerin, President of Skal Italia and the Senior of Skal Venezia, and our host will do a welcome. Immediately after this, we will proceed with the results of the elections. Immediately after this, all the candidates who are present here will come and sit behind this table. And this is when the question and answer starts. Questions and answers are open also to people on YouTube. So what they need to do is simply to write the question into the comments of the YouTube stream. For those who are connected through Zoom, because candidates who are not present have a Zoom link, they will be able to talk as well, to do statements or to answer questions from the public, both here in Venice and online. I think this covers everything. After this, we will be doing the quality awards, and I hope this will be a very good meeting. Thank you very much for participating.
So, good morning, dear friends, dear colleagues. Welcome in Venice, welcome in Italy, and welcome in this assembly that we have here in Venice in occasion of the twinning between Venice and Strasbourg, and that we had yesterday, and the 70th anniversary of the Venetian Club, the Skal Venetian Club. So, and of course the 1,600 year of the foundation of Venice. So it was an occasion for to meet us together, and in Venice, that is an international city from the past to today, is for the hospitality that Venice traditional do. So I hope that you enjoy the stay here in Venice, and I wish you a good assembly, and I suggest you to put Europe together without difference and in positive for the future. We need to be optimistic for the future. Tourism is very important for our industry, for our worker, for everybody that do this magnificent business. So, enjoy the day, and Skål!
Please, Daniela, it's your turn.
Thank you. Thank you, Armando and Paolo. Thanks to the members who follow us virtually. And it is a pleasure to be with all of you, to meet you again in person after so many months of restrictions. So I am very, very happy to stay here. Let's see the election results. The technician is ready for the president. Fran Hefeter, 58. Eric Etienne, 11. Abstain 1. So the winner here is Skal International Salzburg, Frank Hefner, 68 votes. The next slide, please. For International Councillor, Georgeta Grecu, Skal International Bucharest, 52 votes. Karin Coulange, Skal International Paris, 70 votes. Abstain 1. In this case, Georgeta Grecu is the new Skal International Councillor. The next, please. Thank you. For Vice President Francisco Rivero, Skal International Madrid, yes, 66 votes. No, 3. Abstain, 11. The next, please. For Vice Presidents Tito Livio Mongelli, Skal International Rome, yes, 53. No, 4. Abstain, 13. The next, please. For Secretary and Treasurer, Björn Arvidsson, Skal International Stockholm, yes, 64, no, 0, abstain, 6. The next, please. For Communication Director, David Fontanella, Skal International Geneva, yes, 63, no, 1, abstain, 6. And the last one is for Web Director Paolo Bartolozzi, Skal International Rome, yes, 66, no, 0, abstain, 4. Congratulations for the new board.
So, we have a board. I think it's an interesting vote because approximately 70 votes were expressed on a possible maximum of 97 or 98, I don't remember exactly. So it's a very democratic thing that happened. The vote is widespread. And I think this is a message to all of us of unity in Europe. I would like to invite here at the table, at the main table, all of the candidates who are present. I would like to invite the candidates who are not present to connect through the Zoom platform because that's open. You have received yesterday the link if they want to participate and have the possibility to speak. But in this moment, please, I would like to have here the new president, Franz Hefeter. I would like the two vice presidents, Francisco Rivero and Tito Livio Mongelli, to join the table. Our communication director, David Fontanella, please. Here. Myself, I'm already here, so I would like, if Georgeta Grecu is on Zoom, please put her on the screen as well if possible. I leave the word to the new board. Franz, please. Sit. Listen to yourself.
Ciao. Björn.
And I forgot the secretary.
And the treasurer.
Bjorn, I'm so sorry. We need you. Esatto. Giorgetta is here as well. Potete far il suono di Giorgetta Greco per piacere? So Giorgetta, we're trying to put the sound, so maybe you want to say something because you're from Bucharest. In the meantime, I suggest that the new president, Franz Hefeter, will start with his speech and the beginning of this new board. So Giorgetta, as soon as we have the technicalities fixed for you, you will be able to participate in speech as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you especially to those 70 or 69, it was 70 clubs in my case also, that voted. 58 votes for me as a new president are an issue. And they really make me to take that new task very seriously. 1 month ago, I did never think about candidating myself. A little bit more than 1 month, let's say 2 months ago, I didn't think about that. But we stayed in contact, and especially Paolo, whom I want to thank especially, because he was the motor in behind to start the idea of Skal Europe again. And at first I was very skeptically because should we really try that? And then I asked some friends, some other presidents, I'm in close contact, and I received other calls from other people who said, okay, be part of that team. So at first I thought of being part of sitting here somewhere in another position, yeah, maybe, or just acting sort of advisor or whatever. And then finally it turned out, I guess somebody, and the team needed somebody to candidate as a president, and maybe of my experience and of my age, they selected me and asked me to candidate as a president. So it's really a hard task we are taking now, because we started, I think, about 1 decade ago and even longer to think about forming a European area committee, and how to do it was a long time under discussion. Should it be quite a loose link in between the clubs, or should it be a more formal thing? And then we were advised, and also thanks especially to Skal International Torremolinos and especially to Daniela Otero, who gave us the link and the hint how to organize that. Yeah. So it would be a sort of area committee, it should be, and and after the meeting in Rome, an area committee was started. However that went, we do not want to talk about the past. It is our issue is the future and the present. And on my case, and I want to really to keep it very short, it should be, we stand for the integration of all of the European clubs. When we want to have Skal Europe as a common voice of the European clubs, as it stands also and is written on our homepage, it is not us to tell you what to do. Yeah? So we are not the clever part of Europe. Yeah? It is you and your clubs and your national organizations who know what is best for your countries. You know what there are the issues you want to discuss. And that's the thing we want to collect in a sort of bottom-up process. Collect them, review them, presented them back to the clubs and ask about the issues and the points what we should work on. So this is one thing, that is the future and the things I stand for, and I guess what we agreed in our team, it's the issues the team stands for. The other thing is, in our statutes, it's written that Skal Europe works on zero budget. Yeah? So Björn is our treasurer, and on one hand he is lucky, but on the other hand it's a difficult situation for him because he doesn't even have a bank account, not a private one he has, I guess. Yeah. But he doesn't even have a Skal Europe bank account at the moment. And so when we ask you for cooperation and for contributing also your workforce, it is that we need support from you in terms of volunteering, yeah? Working together to creating, let's say when I talked about the survey, to collect your interests, to help with that, yeah, to contribute your knowledge, your experience, and your expertise. And that's what Skal Europe needs, and maybe that could create also a new role model of cooperating in Skal, and also help us to expand, to find new people, new candidates for Skal, which is also an issue, I guess, all of us agree. So really, thanks again for the big support I received and the team received. It is fantastic. I did not expect that. And thank you very much. And thank you for the team who works together. It's not being president and some others. It's just one team on one equal level. And that's what I stand for. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Good morning. Thank you very much, all people. I'm very happy because for first time Spain is represented in Skal Europe. It's very important for us. The office Skal Europe, Skal World, in Torremolinos, in Costa del Sol, in Spain, is very important for us. Also, it's necessary to work very hard, because inside to make the Skal very big, very important around the world, on the world of the tourism. And the third, it's very important to us to make accreditation for new young people, because young people is the future. Piano, piano, alcanza lontano. Little by little, step by step. It's very important for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you to the clubs that voted me and our board, and also to all the clubs that are not already sure that we will have a very great board and very great Skal Europe in the next 2 years. I have to say thank you to Armando, because Armando was fundamental for the creation of Skal Europe. Was an idea that he developed and was successful just a few months ago. I had to say thank you to Luigi, Antonio, and Paolo that asked me to be a candidate, and I'm sure that this big work will be successful. Just a few words, because as I say every time to others, the shorter the best. Now, Skal Europe. The tourism in Europe is the biggest industry, but is not enough represented in politics, in institutions, and even in all the tables, tourism is not at the center of the future development. This is a mistake. we need to represent the voice, a trusted voice in tourism in European community institutions. In my opinion, this is one of our main topics, our main targets, is one of the things we have to do since the first 100 days. And I hope that we will be successful and we can help Europe to change one part of this behavior that was not good for tourism development. A second is what I want to do in the next 100 days with all the boards. I hope we will be able to create European Academy. Our motto is the experience of the colleagues at the service of the other colleagues. The seniors to young, but sometimes also the young to seniors. We need to do it. We need to create also, because of a strong academy, a trusted voice inside school, outside school, and in all the tourism world. Second, we need to improve the young school. Young are the future. I think all the board agree on this, and we need to have new meetings with a lot of more people and a lot of more young people. I have a lot of ideas, but I think, as I said at the beginning, the shorter the best. Therefore, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. I will be very quickly also. Especially to begin, a big thank you to all of you, to the actual board. Why I decided to be, or to try to be there, it's because I think that we can do a lot of things together. Especially in this period, we saw that we needed more and more connectivity, and the connectivity not only web speaking, but also in the sense of network between us. This is one of the important points of the school, and at this stage also something that our new president said is that we want to try to have a different way of speaking between us, not only from the top to the bottom, but especially in the other way that could help us and especially you, all the members and all the clubs. We need this to exchange. We need this to share ideas. We need this to know what we can do. And this can give you only good opportunities. This is a little resume of what I will try to do with this new board, and I think I will work especially with Paolo that will follow because, as you saw, he will be the web master, the web specialist. So I leave the stage to Paolo. Thank you.
I will, well, here I am talking again. I really have a technical position in this board. I have to ensure that the IT infrastructure works, that new requirements are implemented, and that what has been done until now is an investment that's maintained and that is going to be made grow. So yes, this is my commitment. Of course, I'm ready to work with clubs as well to help them into the digitalization process that comes from Skal International. So this is an important thing to do. Clubs need help in this, and I will be there possibly with a team to help them. I will keep it very short. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you all clubs in Europe for accepting my candidate as Secretary and Treasurer for Skal International Europe Board, the first one elected. and also grateful for the support from Skal Stockholm, my home club, which I represented as a president for almost 4 years now. I made a statement running for president in Skal Stockholm that the Skal Stockholm should be a more European club, it should be a more international club, and this follows the path actually from that statement. So becoming a part of this team and part of the board is really something that we've been working for and aiming for several years. And one word from my statement to becoming Secretary and Treasurer in Skal International Europe Board is that we will never, ever stop talking about sustainability. That's what I want to bring to the board, actually. We, as individuals, as company owners, as representatives for Skal clubs, never ever stop talking about sustainability. Agenda 2030 is not something that happens in 2030. It must happen right now. It's very slow processes, and as leaders and seniors, professionals, we have to work with it right now. Otherwise, we will not have a chance. Global warming is potentially destroying our business, but it is also potentially killing our businesses. So we really have to start working with that right now. Finally, my title, Secretary, everyone understands, Treasurer, without the budget and without the bank account. Thanks for making that clear. It makes it kind of easy, but it also relies on the generosity for us as individuals, as European clubs, to actually contribute to making Skal Europe a success. And I think that is the Skal Europe spirit, so let's keep it that way. Thank you.
And now, Giorgetta, please, if you want to start your statement.
Hello, everybody. Buongiorno. I'm very happy to be there with you. Available for them for everything that they would like to share with us. As my fellow colleague said, from bottom to the top, even it's not a top, is, we are all equals. And also, I would like to emphasize my commitment to young Skal development. I'm very sure that our jobs, our involvement in tourism is very important. We should be there to raise the bar for the prestige of Skal of Europe and also for the tourism in Europe. And that's why let's say also the development of the Skal Academy is very important. So my main goals in these 2 years of that I will represent the board in the borders, the clubs which are not part of area committees, is that involvement in young Skal development and also Skal Academy development. Once again, thank you very much for being with you and for the Skal members that they have voted me. I'm very happy and I look forward to meet you in person. Hope that we're going to meet very soon. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Giorgetta, thank you very much for your contribution, especially as we have heard on the media how difficult the situation in Romania is at the moment, caused to the pandemic situation. And we wish you and your country all the best for that, for standing that critical situation now. And good luck. And also in that case, this is not our thing and not our level. But as I know, all the European countries stand for supporting Romania in that critical situation. So good luck for all of you.
So, I think that this already started to clarify what this new board wants to do, what the Skal Europe means. And please, if there are any questions, this is the time to do them. Please. It's always like this. Please. I give you a microphone.
Yeah. We have the honor to invite Birger Beckmann, who is former world president, to have the first words after the election from the partners here. Thank you.
Is it on? Yes. Thank you, and hello to all. I think with the age, being one of the oldest, I think, present from 1966. But I'm here actually as a humble member of Vienna, not as a past president international. I only have one message. I try to be short, because having seen the Skal development over many, many years, we have not really reached out to the members. We reach out to the national committees, we reach out to the secretaries and the club boards, but not beyond. And I think one of our fundamental problems is to reach the members. And to do that, I believe that we have to find something, an idea, that actually is accepted by everybody. We have, and I give you an example. We have, for instance, the child prostitution, and in this case, it is a very good course, but it is an institutional course, which of course everybody is in favor of. But nobody in the club are really doing anything except that they accept it. But they are not active on that. So we have to find something that would activate every member and so that they contribute and feel that this is something. And there are, certainly, I have a few ideas of what it could be, and I will pass it over because it's to the board, to this, the wise men and the woman. I'm happy that there is at least one woman in the big board, and she is much bigger than the boys down there. But if we don't reach the members so that they support from the bottom their own boards and then further up to the level of the area, it doesn't work. Because this is a member organization. It's not an organization where you are a member because of your company or that. It is still a personal membership, and it's the person who has to be active. That we have lost. In many cases over the years, people saw this as a business organization as such, and the membership even was paid by the companies. To me, it has always been a personal thing. You pay your membership. Whether your company picks it up, it's another story. But you are the member, and you are the one who has to run this organization. I think we need to find something that, and we could start probably on the level of the European area. I was very skeptic years ago when it started, because I felt that what is going to happen actually did happen. So I'm happy that we are now got a new start. But you have a lot of things on your shoulders, because you have to activate the individual members, because they are fading away. And we need the new ones. And we need the new ones with an idea that, hey, this is something that concerns me, the future of the tourism, everyone. And that where you have the responsibility to really activate the simple, humble member, then we get forward. And I believe in the future. I've been in here now for so many years, and I haven't lost. I started in 1966, So it's some time ago. And I haven't lost my faith in the human value. Technology is good, but we should actually use the technology. It's still the brain of the human who is there, and that has to be picked up on. I wish you all the best for the future, and I will be there behind the scene.
Thank you, Birger. That's fantastic that we have the support, not just of you, but you mentioned it. We have 70 clubs that voted, which means at least 70 clubs that really ask us to work. And you also stressed the word cooperation, cooperation of members on the membership basis. And that's the idea of Skal. And you also said you would support it. That's how I understand that you are acting behind the scene, which also means there is somebody in behind who is watching you. But I guess this is meant as a means of support, and thank you for that very much. I guess we had also people who asked some questions on the Facebook, sorry, yeah, on the YouTube channel.
But for the moment, I don't see questions.
Or contributions. Pepe?
No, it's all.
Pepe, yes, please.
There's a lot of sharing.
Sorry, Pepe's mail. Yeah.
Buenos días. Buongiorno. Good morning. Mi inglés es malo, malísimo.
He said good morning and so sorry because she don't speak very good English.
Tengo a mi CEO, que perfecto. Okay. My name is Josefa. Represento durante 4 años por España. He estado presente en la constitución de Skal Europa, de lo cual estoy muy feliz.
She's very happy. She worked for Spain, representing Spain for many years, 4 years more or less. And she is very, very happy to be here. And she be part of Skal Europe last beginning.
¿Se escucha? Desde que empezó, pues he estado trabajando con el equipo y estoy muy feliz. Contenta de la elección del comité que
She's
tenemos.
very happy with the new board election.
Contentísima, lo conozco mucho, he trabajado con ellos.
She worked with all the board in the past.
Eso, y sé que va a ser un éxito, pero todos tenemos que ayudar al
She
equipo.
said that it's necessary to help and to receive support for everybody for be successful in the future.
Es fundamental.
It's fundamental.
Fundamental. Yo tengo una frase: juntos somos más.
She has a phrase like, well, this more or less very difficult to understand in English, but together we'll be more successful than if you work alone.
Y very transparente, muy transparente.
And be very transparent.
Muy transparente para que Skal Europa surja. Yo soy escalega desde 1977.
She became Skalig from 1967?
77.
77.
Yo quiero mucho amor a Skal.
She loves Skal.
Y preocupación con Skal
And
Europa.
she always be present and thinking about Europe, Skal Europe.
Preocupación. Así
And
que yo,
she was worried in the past.
very happy.
She's very happy now.
Very happy y mucho amor a todos.
And she thank you and love for everybody.
Juntos somos más.
Together we will more. And
Gracias.
best. Thank
Gracias.
you so much.
Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you, Pepa. I was just checking also not just the YouTube channel, because we had some contributions there. Paolo is taking care of that, but also the the Zoom account and the Zoom meeting. There are 10 people active there at the moment. I want to welcome them. And I'm not quite sure, there's nothing in the chat on the Zoom account. So maybe somebody posted something there and it was erased, so we do not know that. Paolo shows me something now and I give the word to him.
So yes, there was a contribution by Wolfgang Hoffmann. He says, and I pose the question to the board, if young scholars is so important, we have to change the statutes again. The new rule is that students will have to be transferred to active member within 2 or 3 years after studies. This has killed a lot of membership of young Skal members, since not many will be in a managerial position so quick after studies. And mostly members have to pay the fee from their own pockets. Skal Europe should work on a new proposition or a better chance for young Skal. So, please, Franz, if you want to reply.
Yeah, young Skal is very important, and how we can manage to be more. That is shown at the moment by the, especially by the Italian clubs. That could be a role model, for example, how they do it. And also, for example, in another meeting we had just some half an hour or an hour ago, we learned about how, for example, Nice, the club in Nice, motivates new people to become members in Skal. Changing the statutes again, which was suggested, is a thing we will take into consideration because we have to find out how we do it best in Skal Europe. But we cannot answer that now, and we cannot propose any changes now at the moment. So we will stay in contact with Skal International. Also, Daniela Otero is here and she heard that, and we will stay in contact with her concerning also these issues, but we cannot answer that now at the moment. Yeah, so that's what we also ask you, please. Give us some time, yeah? Some time does not mean 2 years, yeah? But some time is, we will ask you to contribute your ideas as Wolfgang did it now. We will collect it then and find out what is the most important now for you, for the clubs, and also for the members, as Birger stated. And then we will find some levels where we would start working on. Yeah. So please give us some time on working on that, and that's what I can say, and please do not push us at the moment.
Mr. President, may I clarify something?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is a good information for everybody about this topic. The change of criteria applied in 2020 for the young Skal members category, which only considers students in juries, has been very, very positive, since the number of members in the category dedicated to students has almost doubled. So this is a good information for taking consideration. Thank you.
Okay, as Daniela said, also these are informations we need, and we need to distribute to the members to settle down the rumor and negotiations and discussions, because many things are solved, and there are many things Skal International is working on in the background, and we distribute the information. And also it's important that you ask for it. We can't know. It's like, I always compare it when I hold workshops in project management. And this is a big project we are starting now. Good projects are to be compared with good marriages. Yeah? You need, at first, you need to have a good communication on why are you there, what do you want us to do together, and what are the things you can do alone. But you have to articulate that, yeah? We do not know it, and also we here on the board, we do not know that. So what Wolfgang said, it's important. That was a question. We had, just in some seconds, we had an excellent answer on that. And we will work on that, but we will work on that continuously further on. We saw it as a subject we have to take care of. So let's communicate, not just watch and wait and criticize then afterwards, but let's communicate at once and then see what's coming out, and we will try our best. Thank you. Thank you, Daniela, for your words. That was important for us.
My President, can I add something?
Yes, please.
I think this question is very, very important because this reform could have a moment in the life of the people in which they are no more young and not already full members. Therefore, probably we will, not only in Europe, have in mind that this could be a problem. But in our program, we inserted the creation of a European young school working group. We ask all the clubs to participate in this working club because we want to ensure a proper development of the local young clubs to create a European young club network and to attract future young school members all over Europe. Therefore, I think that in the work of this group, we understand if the actual situation is the best or if in the future we can have development in the characteristic of the membership and in the work of the young club all over Europe and also all over the world. Therefore, first we had to work to attract new members. Later we can understand if there is the need of changes, little or big changes, but first to work and then to ask for formal changes. The old Latin said that lex de facto was before real lex. First, you had to change the situation in the reality, and then you can say, oh, we can also change the rules. If you want to change the rules before having changed the situation, you discuss too much about rules and not enough about the real development of school. We have just heard that school need to be stronger, more developed, with a lot of new members. And this is, I think, our common program.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tito. Any other questions?
Well,
good morning to everybody. Miranda, president of Firenze e Toscana School Club. I'm glad to hear so much attention. We have just talked about young school, that means students. I have a project since 3 years that has been waiting with the Italian hotel schools in Tuscany, hotel schools. From the contacts I had, the biggest request is jobs, stages. The students request this. So I've tried 3 years ago writing to some schools clubs, Germany or France, or I don't remember, to ask cooperation for a job exchange for the students. I only had a reply from Spain. Perhaps you know the Spanish, Inmaculada. Inmaculada, I don't remember the name. We had a contact and...
De Benito.
Huh?
Inmaculada de Benito.
Could be. I remember just Inmaculada. Okay. But other clubs that I've tried to contact didn't reply. So my opinion is that for a young school club, for young, to have a sort of database, every club should find hotels or hotels to have some places to accommodate students. So that would be very important. I can go now in hotel schools in Florence and Tuscany and say, okay, the best students of the last year can, through schools, I think that's been connected with the Skal Academy, and have a stage of 5 months, 3 months, at least 2 months. And I think that could be a good interest that would have also attention from the industries, from hotels, travel agents, and so on. I suggest, I like to call it Skal Erasmus, something so. And then for the professionals, I think we could improve B2B workshops. That is, we should find a way to make it easy and cheap, also cheap. For instance, I would like to, in the next March or April, organize a workshop B2B in Florence. So that could be a good occasion, and I can invite my hotels, industries, so travel agents, to participate, having the Skal card. I think it's quite easy, but I need for this the cooperation of all the Skal clubs of Europe. So if every Skal club asks 2 or 3 members to come to Florence, we could make it easy. I've already planned this, not for many people, but we can accommodate meals, not the travel. Because okay, I have been clear. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe Franz should.
I think you gave some excellent ideas for our work for the future, and that's the cooperation we ask for. And you said the complicated things, you didn't get the answers. That's what all in our businesses we have. We need to follow up, to call, and whatever, yeah. Maybe there could be also some help in how to communicate effectively. And on the other hand, we have that excellent Skal.org database already, which is available for all members. So when they are members, also members of Young Skal, they could use that database. And I understand, and I guess that's an excellent idea to motivate especially students from hotel schools or universities of applied sciences or whatever, or academies, to become members, to have access to that database, to apply for a stagiaire or whatever, or season's work, or maybe also for a longer time after graduation, yeah? And that is that added value we should present. It's easily done, we just have to use our network effectively. So thank you for your contribution. I guess there was another one
Microphone.
in the back.
I am your servant.
Oh.
I thought you were going to speak.
Antonio.
I think we are limping with the membership a little, like I do, because if you look at the membership today, we have mostly travel agents, tour operators, and hoteliers. But where are the airlines? Where are the shipping companies? Where are the national parks? Where are all the others that used to be there? I think we have to broaden that and get them back in. Because we are saying that we are the world representing the travel and tourism industry, but we are really not. We have a big, huge part which is not actually in the organization today. If you go back years ago, we had the airlines, we had the shipping companies. In Scandinavia, you have a lot of big boat companies going. You are national park man nowadays. There are other that we are easily forgetting because they are probably more difficult to get back in because the airline industry has changed. But there are people still there. If we have something that is interesting for the human, not for the airline companies, Because many of them, I've been in the airline business myself, they went away because they were always seen as sponsors. They always had to be the one who pays. So they withdrew. That is not, the question is that you pay for yourself. You are the member of your organization, whether you are working in the different industries. So we have to get back all the others, otherwise we are going only to represent a small fraction of it. The other thing which I must say, we are paying a membership fee to the international organization, which is about 50 euros until like today. It's peanuts. What international organization is this? If we are professionals in the industry, we can afford to pay for 1 year more than a dinner with your wife or girlfriend or whoever, because it costs you 50 euro. If you go out and eat in Venice, it costs even more. We need also money internationally to really be raising up the level of the professionality and the ability for us to do things. I pay my membership myself. I don't know, we pay 100 and something to Vienna. I still can afford that because I'm a pensioner. If you are working in the industry, I'm sure that we can raise that suddenly so we get up to, and there, I mean, it is a question of the area committee actually to analyze the membership. If our membership is so poor, are we really representing the right people in the industry? So look at the economy of the organization. We need more money to do more properly. We have a very good system today, but it's not perfect. It can still be perfected by a lot of things. But there are many things we can do, but we have to rethink the fundamentals to really get the right people and the right niveau and the professional niveau. I'm sure, and I might be kicked out of the organization, but we are not always representing the professionals in all the clubs today. We need to raise the professionality in different countries. Thank you.
Thank you, Birger. We have one more request here. Sorry.
Hello.
Sorry,
this is Franco Claudio Grossi, a university professor in Italy and in Russia. And you put a question for young people. I am able to help you for research for young people in Italy and Russia. I will give to you my card, and then, yeah, okay, thank you. This is a little answer to your question. Thank you.
Only a comment. In relationship with the students and our new platform, I want to remember all of you that we will have a job bank in our platform. This is an interesting and important service at a time of restarting of the sector that will help you and the students also to recruit specialist personnel and to search for job among the offer publishes. So it's something that you want to use or you must use if you want. And for a student, I think that is a very interesting opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniela. It's great to have that support that you showed now. And that's an excellent outlook for the future. We have had many requests here, contributions already that make us understand that you want to contribute to push our European idea further on. So on my side, I want to thank you, all of you, for being here, for helping us. And it's our idea not that you help us, but we help you to promote the idea of Skal further on. So thank you for that very much.
Antonio wants to speak.
Antonio.
Good luck and all the best. Yeah. And one thing, the school is an association of the person, of the members, of the professional. It's not of the company, etc. And Each person has an idea. And this idea, I suggest this idea, the Erasmus, please, follow this idea with your project. If not, it's just idea, because you are here just to hear, no, the idea, but follow this idea. There is the project. If I have the idea, I give also the project. That's important. If not, blah, 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 sorry. It's just, you are the, puoi tradurre per cassa di risonanza, come si dice? How do you say in...
An amplifier.
And amplify the idea. And the idea rests here. That's important. In Rome, each member presents, no, his idea, but present the project. That's important. We discuss about the project. Is correct, not correct, irrespective of the spirit of school, etc., etc. This is the new deal. Thanks for your attention.
Okay, I guess that were excellent words. We have one more contribution. Skal AGA, Southern Tyrol, Peter Castelforte.
I just want to suggest a few things. First of all, compliments for the board. We are very honored to have you. Don't forget, you and all the clubs, the female participation on the boards. The female participation on the boards. It's time to change attitude. Mm-hmm. Secondly, don't forget in the single clubs to promote contacts with the politicians. The local politicians are the same bottom of the members in school to grow. So if you have the contact with local politicians, you have the possibility to have contacts also with with the national or the international politicians. Yes? Another thing, I am disappointed because I don't see any German member in this board, and I don't see any French member on this board. So I have suggested already previous to study, to think about co-optations, to co-opt members missing in the board. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Peter, we will keep that in mind. Females always are asked to be not just one as Giorgetta at the moment, but to be more maybe on this board and to take over more positions. That's always welcome. And you talked about France and Germany. We were in excellent contact with both countries, and there are many other possibilities that you can, and these countries can contribute to Skal Europe, maybe by co-opted persons. We are open to that because the main issue is that cooperation on a very low basis, on a members basis and on a clubs basis, and we will keep that in mind and find solutions for that. And Skal France and also Skal Germany, where I was in very good, and I am in very good contact, not just with the clubs, but also with the president, Hubert Neubacher, and I talked to him and I motivated him, not just he personally, but maybe another should be on the board. He refused because of organizational issues at the moment, but maybe when they have solved, we will have a member of Skal Germany to be co-opted to the board. And I'm sure, and I know from him personally, that Skal Germany supports the ideas and will contribute their ideas to find the common idea and to move Skal Europe further on. So the cooperation is there, is not a neglection of them. Thank you. Thank you.
Not the countries. Right. We represent everyone.
French, can encourage represent the French, no? Not elected, no? This is the problem. The board represent the election of members. Yeah. Paolo, no? Organize with your position, his position, the election. And for 3 times, send an email, please, is open, etc., etc. The board doesn't represent the countries, represent the members. If the member is French, Spanish, Danish, Romano, etc., this is our way. Thank you.
We will represent all Europe.
Yeah.
Is a commitment.
It's about 3,800 or 900 members at the moment, and as Antonio put it very precisely, it's a representation of members, but the members come from countries, so therefore that was the reason why I stated we are in close contact with these countries. But as you are right, it's a representation of members. We will always keep that in mind, and every member, that's how I understand it, every member is welcome to contribute to Skal Europe, to contribute his and her ideas, to form one voice of Skal together.
So, if there's no more questions, even from the internet we don't see, I would like to thank the board for being here and answering. Soon there will be more communications as soon as we will have the chance to work together, and in the full respect of the spirit of Skal and its institutions. So thank you very much for this. Now we move onwards to the second part of the event, which is the Quality Awards. We will have a 5 minutes break before this, so please be patient with us for a little bit of organization, and in 5 minutes time we will be back. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, everyone, sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if we want to, let's continue with the Quality Awards. No, I will stand up. I stand up. Dopo? Sì, ok. Sì,
Copia. Noi siamo su Facebook, siamo amici.
So we start with the second part of this meeting. Here is something that I consider one of the most interesting parts of Skal, which is the projects of our members are something that we can promote because they go in the direction that Skal goes. So the sustainability topic has been pursued actively by Skal International since 2002 in an official way. Of course, it's inside our mentality as well. We work with European companies in general, so of course, sustainability came into our businesses in various ways, starting from the garbage, going on with disposable plastic, continuing with fair conditions of work, continuing with a proper growth, professional growth of the employees. So it's not only about the environment. The environment is one part, and in this moment, because of the global warming, to have a good environmental policy of offsetting or of production of clean energy, which is two ways of looking at the same thing. Our members have ideas, invest money, and in many cases, what they do can be replicated by other members. I think this is the value of a Skal Award done in this way. To give an award to one of our members who came up with a good idea and developed and made a beautiful project. And then secondly, because this idea can be used by the other members. So we are giving today, both for Skal Italia and for Skal Europe, the Sustainability Awards. And we will start with Skal Italia. So the first winner is Francesco Di Martino of the Ristorante Caupona, which is in Pompeii. And they have successfully guaranteed the recovery of old Roman cuisine in an environment which is completely made like in the time of just a few seconds before the destruction of Pompeii. So, prego.
Everybody was welcome to Pompeii for the restaurant. Thank you for this award. Thank you for these beautiful people today. Congratulations for the new future. Thank you so much.
The second prize was going to Anna Maria De Lucia, who is the new president of the new club of Napoli that was finally registered by the Italian tax office and is in the last days of registration with Skal International. But she's not here due to, unfortunately, she had to work. the prize is given for the conservation of unique agricultural products that feed high-quality restaurants in the region of Campania. Of course, even this is a sustainability award because their way of cultivating goes beyond biologic. It's really how it was 200 years ago before chemicals. So it's a very interesting project. You can see it on the website of Skal Italia, and we wish her a lot of success. Next, Giorgio Ardito from Lignano Pineta SRL, SPA, sorry. And this is because their project is to help a very unique school of mosaic continue with the tradition of the mosaic, and in the meantime, not only they continue a tradition which is thousands of years old, but they also decorate the tourist areas of Lignano with unique artistic compositions. So it's supporting the young, it's supporting an old tradition, is keeping the destination beautiful for the tourists who come. This really covers, again, aspects of sustainability that were, in our opinion, to be awarded with this prize.
I thank you very much, and so I have to thank also all my family, because in this project I have, without the help of my younger sister Lucia, I couldn't be able to do it, and also to the School of Mosaic in Spilimbergo, that if you have the time to visit it, you will be you will see something that unique in Europe. Next year there will be 100 years of this school, and is I think the only one in Europe. Thank you very much.
And now we start with the European awards. So I would like to start with Elisabetta Calandrino, who, here she is, who has been working for many years in the City Hall of Palermo for sustainable tourism development. Her contribution is really not only in one specific project, it's really a lifetime of work. And this is the reason for which we're giving her the award today.
Thank you very much. Yes. First of all, my greetings to everyone, to the new board, and from our president, Toti Piscopo, who is not here. About what you said before, I want to tell you that I have been the first woman in the club after 70 years. So it's a new job for women anyway. My project aim is practically is a presentation that follows all the culture, art, folk, and any subject all over the Mediterranean, focalized with the influences in a particular territory. So it's a format which can be used in any country, and has been very successful because to know each other is the first aim to improve tourism. I believe very, very firmly that culture is the link that can grow also Skal Club. Thank you very much indeed.
And don't go away, don't go away. Aspetta un secondo. Now, this Bernadette Lobianco is the second winner, and she is the author of an amazing work in making beaches accessible to people with special needs. And she started with a few beaches years ago. Now her catalog of beaches in Sicily covers about half of the beaches. So half of the beaches are now accessible thanks to her work. This is not only about sustainability, it's really about attention and care for all of the people in our society. So Elisabetta Carandino will get the prize for her. And I will publish the project of Bernadette as well, so you can be able to read it. I'm waiting for translations in English. Sometimes this is the reason for which I couldn't publish before everything. I'm still waiting for some translations.
Yes, she sent a few words so to be known, and I have to tell that she is very proud to be part of this job, because disability is one of our greatest problems. And also as Skal, she and me, we really worked very seriously to make accessible beaches, because Sicily is a sea, has a lot of beaches, and we donated on behalf of Skal a particular wheelchair that gives the disabled the possibility to go to the water and to swim on their own. So it was a very successful job. Thank you for her.
Picture.
The project for Bernadette for accessibility was in Italy, had a success, and not only for Sicily, for Siracusa, but for all Italy. It was a very good project, and had a good resonance in all Italy.
Now, I would like to call, please, our newly elected member of the board, Francisco Rivero, who is collecting the prize, which has been awarded because of the organization of the International Congress of Sustainable Religious Tourism. Again, we've been talking about the various ways in which tourism can exist. Religious tourism moves millions of people. Of course, it's a specialized part of the tourism, but this is another way to say we are a house that's open not only to some traditional sides of tourism, but to all of the expressions of tourism.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This Congress is the first time in Europe, because this Congress, International Congress about Tourism Religious, provienen de America, Brazil, Argentina, Honduras, Bolivia. For first time here this year was in Europa, in Pamplona, with the wildfire. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sempre col sorriso, it's free.
It's free. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
And now, we have in Rome a member who is presenting in the Worldwide Sustainability Award, has a project that's been presented. And it's a major project happening in a thermal hotel in Sardinia. It's a hotel located in the center of the mountains of Sardinia. It's one of the very few hotels open all year round. It works for a local market. It's an incredible success from the economic point of view, but even more, it's a true example of sustainability in every aspect, going from the production of energy, because through the solar panels, which have about 850 kilowatts, and the usage of geothermal, this is a hotel that's basically carbon neutral. And they do 50,000 people per year. So it's a mass operation which is neutral. The interesting thing is that because it's easy, or let's say it's easier, to have a sustainable, very small company or tourist operation. But to have a sustainable mass tourism operation, well, this is something entirely different. So it's an industrial example. It's one of the companies of excellence in Sardinia. The manager, Carmen Fioriti, who was supposed to come and get it, couldn't come, but we have better, Architetto Emanuele Boaretto, who is not only the owner, but he's the designer as well. I will be translating for him in English. Prego. Architetto, se vuoi dire qualcosa, traduco.
Io vi ringrazio e ringrazio anche a nome di Carmen Fioriti, che con noi sta portando avanti un'esperienza molto bella in una terra meravigliosa come la Sardegna. Il turismo ha una grande responsabilità perché può fare molto per l'ambiente e insieme a una nuova architettura e una nuova tecnologia può effettivamente contribuire a rendere più serena e sicuramente più buona la nostra terra.
So, of course, he thanks everybody for being here in this, for this award. Carmen Fioriti could not come, but she is really one of the most important people in this project because she really managed to give a sense and a vision which is shared by the staff in the hotel and by the clients who come. This is not only technology, but it's really an example on how we can contribute in our tourism companies and organizations to make the world a better place.
Abbiamo una grande responsabilità che dobbiamo saper interpretare al meglio e il turismo, assieme a tutti voi, deve fare sentire la sua voce nei palazzi e sicuramente nelle tavole dove si discute del nostro futuro, perché noi dobbiamo avere un futuro.
So it's underlining the responsibility that we all have in general as tourism organization owners or managers, and in any case in creating an economy which is very big. This responsibility should not stop only in terms of what we produce, but it's also in involving as much as possible all of the institutions, the political parties, the institutions, the governments, the associations in a wider and wider way, because only like this we will have a voice in tourism, and we will be able to participate into those decisions which affect the future of all of us. Tourism must have a future. And now it's the time for Austria. Let me call here, please, the President, Christopher Nacker. because he will be collecting 2 awards. The first one is given to Michaela Reiterer for her zero waste hotel strategy that she set up in her boutique hotel, the Stadthalle. And this is, again, something that can be replicated, something that can be done in other hotels. It's an example. And thank you, Michaela, for doing this.
Okay, on behalf of Michaela, let me say some words of thanks. Unfortunately, she is on holidays, luckily, and is not able to join and to participate today. But she was very proud that she was nominated, and we did not expect to receive such a wonderful award. But on the other hand, her boutique hotel is also emission zero and emission neutral hotel. And it's one of our pet projects in Austria to show that tourism respects the environment, and that we will take care of that also in the future. And as a president of Europe, I may say, when I hear about sustainability and accessibility projects, it's wonderful that we cooperate so closely in that sector.
And then, don't go away. Mr. President, don't go away. Because there's a second prize to Austria, to Markus Grazer. And this is because of the huge digitalization study that has been done. Now, to digitalize processes means, again, doing something that goes into the sense of sustainability. And it's therefore, for this reason, we selected this project. And I would be very happy to meet Markus, because it's something that I am personally interested in very much.
Yeah, Markus Grazer is the General Secretary of the Austrian Hoteliers Association. So he is the first executive on the national level to execute and to motivate the members to act responsible. And the Austrian Hoteliers Association found out that how important it is to support members in the digital transformation process, which is a process all of us have to undergo. And that study is available for free, so you can download it also on the oehv.at address, which is the official website of the ÖHV. So it's open for use for everybody, and it's very interesting.
It's tutti premiati. If everybody with a prize could come, but there's still one more. Nicole Martin asked to please come here 1 second. President of Nice, Côte d'Azur.
Hello everybody, I am very, very happy to see you and to participate at this wonderful congress in Venice. First of all, congratulations to the new president of Europe and of all the board. And I would like give our trophy. We make no fanion in French Riviera. We make a new thing, so I want to give you our trophy of the club of the French Riviera. With congratulations. Thank you.
Merci, merci beaucoup.
2 times in France always.
Oh, sorry. We have to present it, not hold it into our back. Please look at us.
And I want also thank you very much to our friend Armando Ballari, for the organization of this Congress. I am very nice to see you and make this Congress with you, the third Congress where I participate for the Europe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now, please, all the winners can come up for a picture for everybody. Architetto, un attimo per una fotografia. Prego.
Adesso. Yes. Quick exchange, yeah.
Soon there is no one else in the audience. Everyone is standing up for pictures.
The other side.
Oh yes, here it goes. Now it's everybody.
So this is the end of our celebration. It's the official end of the celebration. Thank you very much for being with us. We will try to deliver in the next few months with Skal Europe. Thank you for being a colleague. Thank you for supporting us. Have a great day.